Hey, what's up, y'all? Duke CT here, and this is going to be a video response to spinnernet and his latest video. John Cena's team much stronger than Nexus, and Randy Orton number contender slash The Miz tries but fails. Long title. Anyway, um, of course Cena's team is stronger than the Nexus. The Nexus are a bunch of rookies. And I'm sorry, I just can't get to the storyline. Raw has been good for the past couple weeks. I give you that, spin that, but I'm sorry, the Nexus are not threatening. No, they're not. The Nexus, I mean, this is a group 8-on-1 who couldn't beat Kane. Yeah, they can beat Kane. And every time they had a non-WWE match, they somehow looked good. But majority of the time, they had like handicap matches. And against like any tag team match, had handicap matches against WWE superstars. So basically, no one really took them seriously. Why am I going to start taking them seriously now? And honestly, John Cena's team, I got to get over this right now. Bret Hart. I don't want Bret Hart anywhere near this team. I'm done. I thought Bret Hart was done. I thought he was done after WrestleMania. I thought he was done at this guest hosting thing. And then after he keeps coming back, and then after WrestleMania, which honestly I thought after that I was not going to see Bret Hart ever again. Then after that he became the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Now, and after that laughable way he got his ass kicked, seriously. And there's another problem which I'll get to later in the video. After that, guess what? After getting beaten down by the Nexus and that lackluster beatdown, and I thought you were done with Bret Hart. I didn't want to see Bret Hart again. No one wanted to see Bret Hart again. But Bret Hart once again comes back. Why? You know he can't do anything. Bret Hart can't physically do anything. He at one punch, one something, he's dead. Dead. Stupid. Moving on. Um, you know, this would be actually pretty good for a pay-per-view that happens later in the year. 7-on-7 or 5-on-5. What would have been actually really good? I don't know. Maybe Survivor Series. Wouldn't that be better, folks? Wouldn't you like to see this instead of wasting majority of two guys who's already in feuds, Truth and Miz and Morrison and Ted DiBiase? They're already in feuds. And it just really is I just don't really see the Nexus is being close to the NWO. The reason why the NWO was threatening before was Bishop. It was Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall. Three guys who were legitimately successful, and the Giant as well. Physical, imposing forces. Aside Sheffield and Michael Tarver, personally, Michael Tarver is probably the most threatening guy. Who has that personality? Who has charisma? Who there is actually even close to an inkling of what the NWO, hell, even the Four Horsemen, hell, even the Dungeon of Doom? Yeah, I went there. The answer is they seem very, very few. Very small, just this much. And most of it's Tarver. Okay, I give you Barrett, but everyone else just seems there. Maybe it's the fact that they're not wrestling on their own. They just wrestle as a group. When are they going to start wrestling on their own? And no Barrett, that's the thing. When are they going to start actually wrestling on their own? I want to see these guys actually wrestle. That sort of thing. And speaking of that, it was nice that Raw actually had a match out opening the gate, which is something that they should be doing more of. And guess what? Because, hey, As much as everybody loved that Sheamus and Randy Orton encounter at the Royal Rumble, you know I did. We're going to get a second dose of it. Why? Just why? I don't want to have Sheamus. I like Sheamus, but he's not there yet. He's a fluke champion, a placeholder. And I honestly think it's a placeholder for Triple H because when he comes back, and we all know he will, he's going to face Sheamus and he's going to become another big champion. Or, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, The Miz, why I do like The Miz, and he's the, Money in the Bank winner. I have no problem with that. But, I just, the championship has taken too many hands, and they're maybe going to try to establish Sheamus as a champion, but honestly, no one really sees. When you think WWE champion, you don't think Sheamus. You still think John Cena, especially with that goddamn title belt. I just. And I want Miz to actually be successful. I basically lose that United States title, give it back to R-Truth. Give it to Evan Bourne. Have Truth and Evan Bourne have a match. Getting next number one contendership or something. Triple threat match. Have Miz lose the U.S. title. Have him fight at SummerSlam for the United States Championship with Evan Bourne because that would be nice. Have Evan Bourne actually do something instead of getting beaten the hell out of by Nexus or Sheamus. That sort of thing. That'd be really nice. But that's all I have to say. Pretty good video, spinnernet. And you know what? John Cena's team is not strong. John Cena is stronger than Nexus. At the end of the pay-per-view, you had John Cena lay out not one, not two, but three guys from the Nexus. Again, seriously, does he need anybody on the team? Does he need anybody? Hell, by himself, he can take out most of them. If he takes out three by himself, he only needs like two or three guys next to him. He basically just take them all down. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Dixie T here. Peace, love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.